Yeah, it has a way of sneaking up on you, even if the signs are all incredibly overt. Um, yeah, there's never really that one epiphany. You just slowly begin to realize it as the signs become increasingly clear. And funniest thing is, it's almost incredibly obvious to everyone except you. If
Yeah.
I mean, it's everybody else seems to get it. Everybody else seems to recognize it first, and usually it's someone who tells you before you slap yourself in the face and realize, oh wait, yeah, of course.
We met like in 10th grade. He was in my physics class, and I got moved over to sit next to him because there was an empty seat. So I just kind of started talking to him, and then we took some classes over the summer. He'd asked me I've been asked to like dances before, and I told him like prom. I said I wanted something awesome. So I was coming home from like a trip to DC, like on a 24-hour bus ride, like wearing sweatpants and stuff like that, and we pulled up to the school at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and like there's this huge banner like across the front of the school that says like prom with a question mark, and like we open our bus, and I would like have like no makeup on, I can barely see, and I'm like, what is that? And then he like walks on the bus in a tux, like with a dozen roses, and he gets on like the intercom on the like big tour bus, and he's like, will you go to prom with me?
I didn't have to pursue her that much. I've been hoping. You could ask yourself 10,000 ways, how am I going to do this? Just do it. It's the easiest way. So, well, we were both in band in high school, and when we were marching the set, we ended up next to each other about 3 different times. And so, eventually we started talking. That was, remember it. Went to the movies. I actually remember it was the first and only date where neither of us neither of us were 16. Neither of us had our driver's license. So her mom was the one that drove us to the movie. Don't recommend that. Get a car before you get a girlfriend. On my 17th birthday, she sticky noted my car. Sticky notes all over the entire exterior of the car. Then hand wrote on every single one, "I love you."
I guess I'm like the bee's knees kind of person, so it's amazing, like a different level that you're on with the person. It's kind of hard to describe it, but literally he's like my best friend, so it's amazing. So he painted the 34th Street wall for my birthday. It was perfect. It was the sweetest thing ever. So yeah, be unique. Think about it. It shows that you care more, that you actually like try.
I wouldn't say I've ever been in love romantically. Well, let's see. My most recent girlfriend, we were going on a date, and I sat her down kind of before, I guess, and just told her how I felt and asked her to be my girlfriend. And I had written her a letter, but she didn't read it till later. I found myself getting strange looks from people because I think my mom raised me to be very chivalrous, and so I just subconsciously hold doors open for people, especially women. It's not very common, for sure, but I think there are plenty of people trying to keep it alive. There's also a fair amount of resistance from women themselves, which doesn't help.
The best part is just being in the same room with him, just like, I get into the mode where he's just like the voice on the phone, and then I'm like, oh wait, he's a real person. Oh, that's really exciting. So, yeah, mostly we just hang out, don't do anything big. It's just nice to see each other. It's not so much the big things, just a lot of little things, I mean, every once in a while you gotta have the big things, but, I don't know, I feel like it's more of just, like, little compliments and, like, the way he looks at me and just, remembering things and just being attentive and involved in my life.